Good morning, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. Our paint booth is still set up. It did not collapse overnight, which is good, obviously. Let's go ahead and get all of the parts out of the booth. We gotta get this thing cleaned up. It is full of overspray. So I need to get this thing cleaned up and out of the shop so we can get this Evo back together. Damn, these parts turned out good. Very, very excited. I'm guessing the paint is plenty dry. Yes, it is. It has been about 10 hours since I sprayed the last coat of clear. Let's go ahead and get this thing fully assembled. We have a ton of parts to get on the car. It's gonna take quite a bit of time, so enjoy. I'm gonna start off with the front fenders. There's like this little inner fender paneling thing that I find easiest to get off. You actually have to remove the front door. So we need to pull the front doors. Then we can get the fenders off and get the charge speed fenders installed. I'm hoping they look good, but if we do not like them, I always have the OEM fenders we can go back to. Should look quite nice. Bumper looks amazing. And if you did not watch yesterday's video, the color match is pretty damn good. This stupid thing right here is the reason you kind of have to pull the door on a 10 to get the front fender off. These clips are impossible to move with the door on. Oh boy, the first panel is installed. This is the charge speed front fender. We can see the initial color match from the pillar to the new paint. In my opinion, that is probably a 90% match. It's not perfect, but it is very, very close, and I'm happy with it. Let's go and get the door back on, and we're gonna have to start aligning the fender to the door. Actually, you know what? We kind of need to align everything at once, so we do need the hood on for some alignment as well. I'm a little bit worried about alignment on all of these panels because everything is aftermarket, and as you guys know, nothing will ever fit like stock. So hopefully we can get the Veris bumper, the hood, and all these fenders to line up somewhat decently to where we're happy with it. All right, we got both of the front fenders on. I absolutely love everything about the fenders. A little bit wider looking than factory. The vented area looks nice. The only thing I don't like, and I had no idea they were like this, is if you look at it from this angle here, we got that. So I am undecided now. Like I said, I like everything about them except for that. So I'm gonna leave them on the car for now because we just put all the work into getting them on the car and they look sick. They look really nice. It's gonna look amazing with the Veris front bumper, but I don't know if I can deal with how far out they stick out from the door. Hood is on and all gapped up. The fitment isn't 100% perfect from the fender to the hood, but it is better than a lot of aftermarket combos that I've seen. That orange Evo that we just got rid of, that had the Victory function fenders. Those did not fit good whatsoever. So that is how she looks. I am kind of digging the hood all white. I still may do the black inlays for the vents, but we can take care of that later on. Let's go ahead and assemble the best part of this car. The Veris front bumper. We have the carbon canards and we have the carbon front lip, and it can go in the car and look insane. Now that, my friends, that right there is a proper Evo 10 front end. Dang, this thing looks good. All the carbon we got, the fresh grille, nice and black. The only thing we're missing is that seal, and that's because I don't have the proper size rivets for the bracket that goes there. And of course the hood vents are not in yet, but can we appreciate that? I love it. I freaking love it. I just wish the back of the fenders blended into the door properly. It's the only thing I wish was different. Let's go ahead and move on to the back side of the car, starting with the trunk. We do have a different set of taillights for the car as well, which I'm excited for. But let's go to get the trunk and wing back on, get all this wiring situated as well. I want to have it nice and clean this time around. Before it was a little janky, we can do it right. So I initially bought these taillights for Bobby's 10, but we have yet to put them on her car. I can always buy another set. I think I'm really gonna enjoy these tails on my 10. there is quite a bit of wiring on here. We have a harness, an external harness that connects the inner and outer of the passenger side, inner and outer of the driver's side, and then both inners. So there's 3 external harnesses that we have to run. Now, I don't know if you guys remember the trunk setup before, but there was wires dangling everywhere. It was unpainted underneath. The goal here was to make it look OEM from inside, which is what we accomplished. We got the taillights on, the deck lid. This thing is gonna look insane. I think I'm really gonna like these tails. Let's get her up in the air, get the bumper on with the bumper diffuser and the Varus diffuser. And then we can get the outer tails on, and the ass end of this thing is going to be complete. I'm not going to install the wing yet because we have this pretty gnarly run that we have to take care of. I don't want to do that right now because I want to go drive the car. So let's hurry up. Well, the whole back of it is finished up, minus the APR wing. Still looks really good wingless. So let's go ahead and move on to the side skirts. Pretty much all we have left is skirts, inner fenders, get the bumper back on with that front little bracket thing. I think we're done. I need to run in and grab rivets to get this guy attached, and then the bumper's gonna go on and the car is done. The car is all finished up minus the APR wing. We have yet to put on the roof moldings because I want to peel the strap off. I might leave it all just completely white for once, but eventually it's gonna go back to a black roof. So I need to finish peeling the roof wrap. And then we still have the rear bumper spots, but I noticed I do need to cut those or trim those just a little bit to clear the various diffuser. So I don't want to do that yet. I really want to take my time on the rear bumper spots. I don't want to mess them up at all, but dang, this thing turned out really, really good. Now that it's all finished up and we have the side skirts on and everything, I don't really mind the fenders sticking out how they do. It kind of just flows with the rest of it. Color match looks pretty good outside. It looks better outside than it does in that very harsh lighting in the shop. But hell yeah, my friends. Very stoked, very excited with how this thing came out. All right, we made it back to the house. I freaking love how this thing turned out. Unfortunately, I do have to raise it up a little bit. You can see the front end is pretty damn low. And this is a car that I don't really care to have slammed on the ground to where I can't enjoy it and drive it. The tires are rubbing on the inner fenders and on the fenders themselves. I already scraped the carbon lip when I drove maybe 5 miles. So yeah, I definitely need to get it up probably an inch. And I might go to a little bit bigger of a tire as well. But here is the end result. Drop a comment down below and let me know what you think. I think it turned out pretty damn good.